your TikTok feed, your Facebook feed, your Instagram feed, they are just loaded with videos preaching passive income. And it makes me a little angry every time I see one of those, because I don't really think there is a such thing. I mean, everything requires some work. I mean, I don't care what business it is, everything requires some work. My wife and I own a couple of properties, right? A long-term rental property and a short-term rental property. And they are way more work than I ever thought when we first got into that business. So,
Yep.
uh, you're on vacation, it's 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday on vacation, first night of vacation, you get a call from your renter that, the pipe broke and there's water flooding through the house. I mean, there's always things that, you're going to have to deal with. So small businesses in general, whether it's franchise or otherwise, no such. I mean, our owners need to be in the business. I mean, they really need to be both in and on the business, right? To your point, you can work to that. We have owners that have been in the system for 20, 30 years that are largely, semi-absentee. And I'll never say absentee because you better know your numbers, right? You
Yep.
better know your P&Ls, you better know your numbers, you better know your staff, things of that nature. So it's never absentee. You can aspire to that, but any small business, those first 2, 3 years, it's critical that you're in the business. You want to make sure your people are appropriately trained, right?
Yeah.
We are a system and a family of brands that are home service brands, right? Our people, for large part, are in people's homes and or businesses every day. You better know how to do that, right? You better know how to talk to people. You got a lot of ours are restoration based, so you better be empathetic. A lot of times, we need to be our best when your customers are at their worst. They
Yeah.
just had a flood or a fire or some type of wind. I mean, they've had damage, and we're coming in. And you need to be on your game. You need to be able to relate to them, what just happened, and put yourself in their shoes and act accordingly, right? So you need to know that your teams are capable of delivering that message day in and day out. So you really can't be passive. You really can't. And I think the mistake people make is, buy a franchise because they have all these systems in place, so I can just kind of plug and play.